All right, you guys, welcome to today's Wednesday class where every week we come together to learn something new, just about 20 or 30 minutes. And today we're going to have a fun little class on making roller balls. So I don't know if you guys have ever made a roller ball before, but they're super fun. And if you're anything like me, you really enjoy making your own products because you know exactly what's in them. There's not any questions and you don't spend hours at the store. So I love to make all sorts of DIYs, and we teach a lot of different things that we can learn in this class on DIYs, but today specifically we're going to talk about some roller balls. So first off, you're going to need some empty roller balls. I have a whole little box here of them, and you can get these from a lot of different places, but let me tell you what to look for when you're purchasing a roller ball. You want to make sure that it is glass. It's made of glass, and this size is a perfect size. This is a 10 milliliter. And then the other thing to check for is the type of tip that it has. And in my personal experience, I really like the metal tips the best. I feel like they hold up the best over time. I've tried glass. Some have plastic in them, and those really break down fast, and then you just have to buy new pieces a lot. So for me, the best kind is the metal tipped kinds, and I also like this kind that has, it's like leak proof. So I'll show you an example of one that's different. Oh no, that one is good too. I might have mostly good ones. Okay, so here you can see a difference between these two. I've got metal tip here. I think this is glass tip, and then this one has much better leak-proof capabilities. So that's what to look for when you're purchasing roller balls. And let me tell you a few of my favorite places to get them. So first of all, you can get them from doTERRA's website in their accessories part of their shop. So all of us here are doTERRA customers. You can find those really easy and add a pack onto your order. You can also get them from Amazon. It's kind of hit and miss with Amazon for me. I actually did get these with the gold lids from Amazon, and I really like them, and they have the leak proof and the metal tip. So this was a good win. And then I've also recently found these roller balls from Amazon too, which I think is cute. It kind of looks like wood, and it's like a frosty glass. And it does have the metal tip, but doesn't have that leak-proof part. So it's just kind of hit and miss with Amazon. Another place, there's a lot of different accessory shops, but another place I like to get some is from Oil Life, oillife.com. They have great accessories there. And you can use my name, by the way, anytime for $5 off. It's Marissa Janell, Marissa Janell, just like my Instagram. So if you ever need $5 off, you can use my name anytime. But you can see I've got the metal tips and the leak proof here. And these are really pretty, like ombre ones. So I've got like a blue purple. This is like a pink lemonade one. Yeah, they have a few different sorts and colors there. And they also make 5 milliliter bottles. So the ones I was showing you before, this is 10 milliliter. And I feel like this is the most commonly used size, but you can also find 5 milliliter size. And I have also before found a 4 milliliter size, very small, very cute. I think I got these from Oil Life too, by the way. So there's a few different sizes, and you'll just have to adapt your recipe and do some math if you're doing some different sizes. Okay? All right, so that's where to get your roller balls and kind of what to look for when you're shopping. Now, let's talk about why you might want to make a roller ball. And they don't fall out. Oh yeah, I don't have any of the 30 milliliter rollers, but those look awesome. I don't really have an example to show, but yes, 30 milliliter would be awesome too. Okay, so a reason you might want to make a roller ball is for a topical application. So you guys know there's 3 ways that we can use our doTERRA oils. We can use them aromatically in the air or by sniffing, or we can use them internally. Some certain ones you can use internally, or we can use them topically. So usually when you're making a roller bottle, it's for topical purposes. So let me share my screen here. Oh, still got my Spotify open. Okay, let's see if you can see this. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Let me try this one more time. There we go. Okay, can you guys see my roller bottle dilution chart here? Okay, so why might you want to dilute your essential oils? Because when we're using them topically, we're going to use it with a carrier oil, and this helps your skin to absorb the oils because the oils are aromatic volatile compounds, right? So they can evaporate quickly. So actually using some coconut oil or another carrier oil to help dilute it when you're using topically, it helps them to last longer on your skin, and you can cover a bigger area when you're using topically as well with a carrier oil. So I love to use carrier oils. There's a few different kinds, as you can see over here. You can use, I feel like the most popular is FCO, which stands for fractionated coconut oil. So everybody should have some of this. And by the way, you can get these little pumper tops also from doTERRA for like just $1 or $2. And I think it makes it so much easier to make a roller bottle. So we'll touch on that in a minute. But fractionated coconut oil, it doesn't really have a smell and it doesn't stain, so I feel like it's the most popular one. But you can also use oils like avocado oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil. In my face stick, I have a rosehip oil. There's a few different ones. You can even use olive oil. I just do not like the smell of olive oil, so that's one that I do stay away from. So you're just going to need a roller bottle. Like I said, I'm going to need a roller bottle and a carrier oil. And my choice is FCO, fractionated coconut oil. It's my favorite. So let's talk about diluting and like what to put your recipe at. I'm going to share one more picture here. Oops. Okay. So, sorry guys, just one second. Sometimes technology is still hard for me, even though I'm a millennial. There we go. Okay. So let me share this little dilution chart, and you guys can feel free to take a picture of this. It's my favorite dilution chart. So, okay, can we see it? Thumbs up from you guys. Okay, so feel free to take a picture of this one. I just really like the way that they kind of laid it out, and it looks nice. All right, so this is for a 10 milliliter roller bottle, as you can see over on the side here. So if you're gonna make a roller bottle, your essential oil ratio to your carrier oil ratio is going to depend on the person that you're making it for. So if you're making it for a baby, literally all you need is like 1 drop of essential oil. So let's say, for example, you have a newborn, they have a lot of tummy troubles, aren't digesting their food very well type of a thing, and you want to make them a digestin blend. You just need 1 drop of your digestin oil in here and the rest coconut oil. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so that's what we do for brand new babies. For toddlers, like 1 to 2 years old, just 2 drops, just goes up a little bit. For young kids, like the 3 to 4 year old range, it's like about 4-ish drops for a roller bottle, and then about 5 to 7 years is about 6, and then older kids about 7 to 10 is like 8-ish drops. So you can honestly, it doesn't have to be like perfect, but how I actually just think of it is I think of about how old they are. So if I have like my sister, for example, who's 9, I'm going to put like 9 drops of oil in here and then put the rest with coconut oil. Does that kind of make sense, you guys? Okay, so then for adults, somewhere from 20 to 40 drops. It can depend. Adults, you know, we metabolize things really a lot better than little kids that are growing still. So about 20, 40 drops for a roller bottle, and then the rest coconut oil, and then the elderly a little bit less, about 10 to 20 drops for the elderly. Okay, so far so good. And start with the minimal amount of drops. You can always add more if needed. If you feel like it's not quite working, you want a little bit more, you can always add more, but it's hard to take out, right? So yes, just kind of go off the reference in your brain to think of how old they are, and then kind of put that into drops. And then once you hit adulthood, about 20 to 40. And if you're elderly, about 10 to 20. Okay, so let me show you one more picture here. Stop share. put this over here. So I do get the question every now and then. Some people ask me, hey, Marissa, like, can I overdose on using essential oils topically? So I will show you the recommended use for topical usage of essential oils. And by the way, I found this chart in my new favorite book. This is the Essential Oils Made Simple book, and I got this from Oil Life. And again, you can use my name for $5 off if you want it. But I really like this book, and they have this chart in there. So I just, there it is. So I put this topical part over here so you guys could see it. But it also has like internal and that type of a thing. Okay, so for topical essential oil use, kind of where you want to aim at per day-ish is for an adult. If you're just using like one serving, for example, like I have an upset stomach, we'll go back to the digestion again. I'm going to put like maybe 3-ish to 6-ish drops of essential oil in my hand and a squirt of coconut oil in my hand and apply it topically that way. And then I can do that a few times a day. So about a 24-hour max is somewhere between 12 to 36 drops topically is just a good recommendation. I will say it's kind of hard to overdose on essential oils, but if you just think about doing it every few hours, kind of similar like you might do with some other over-the-counter drugs like ibuprofen or something like that. They usually recommend like every 3 to 4 hours, I think, to have a dosage. So, and then for a child, it's a little bit less there. So you can see like one serving is just like 1 drop and then a squirt of coconut oil gone topically. So you might be wondering like, Marissa, this doesn't have to do with roller bottles. And this is just a reference to keep in mind. I know that when you're using your roller bottles, things are very diluted. So you don't have to math it out. Don't feel stressed about it. I just wanted to include this in case you're curious. But if you are using your roller bottle, let's just do an adult for an example, and you have like 20 to 40 drops of essential oil in here and then the rest coconut oil, I would say a great thing to do is just to use a little bit a few times a day. So if I have an upset stomach, going back to my upset stomach example, I'm going to roll this on my stomach every couple of hours. Or, you know, even if it's really bad, maybe like once an hour until I'm starting to feel better. So that's just kind of an example for you guys. I hope that kind of makes sense, but I do get the question sometimes like, can I overdose? And the answer is it's kind of hard, but here's just kind of a rule of thumb to live by. Okay, if you guys want to make a roller bottle with me, I'm going to show you how to make one. Let me stop this share again here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you my Feelin' Fab recipe, and this is my favorite roller bottle. This is one that is like my little specialty. So if you wanna make it, you can copy it. I'm giving you the recipe here, and you're more than welcome to try it yourself. But this is my favorite recipe for just feeling good. Okay, let me share this again with you guys. And feel free to take a picture or whatever of the recipe. Can you guys see it? Okay, make a little bit bigger. Okay, so here is my Feelin' Fab roller blend recipe. So you might be wondering, Marissa, how'd you come up with this? And honestly, it's just fun to play around. When I'm making up blends, sometimes I like to try them in the diffuser first to kind of see how they work together. And that's just how I get started. But I just took some of my favorites for their properties and for their aromatic benefits for this roller ball that I'm going to make. And I can't find my copaiba. Okay, I'll get it in a second. So I've got citrus bliss, I've got lime, I can't find my copaiba right now. I've got my black spruce, and I've got lavender here. And I'll get the copaiba in a second. But so this is just something I came up with myself. Now you might be wondering, like, what if I wanted to make a roller bottle for something specific? So here's an example of one that I've made before. Can you see it? This is my earache blend. In the earache blend, I have rosemary, basil, melaleuca or tea tree, and then lavender. And so this was the recommendation that I found for earaches, to try any of these. So I thought I would just try them all together And since I'm an adult, I did 5 drops of each into this roller bottle and then filled the rest up with coconut oil. And then when I'm using it, I apply it like to behind my ear and kind of around my ear. You don't ever want to put essential oils like directly in your ear. So this is my rollerball blend for my earaches. And as you can see, I've just labeled it with what's inside so I can remember if I want to try and make it again. But all I did was, when I had an earache, I pulled out my little reference guide here. Hopefully you guys have one of these little reference guides. And you can look up pretty much any ailment in one of these books. So we'll do one more example. Let's look up cavities. Okay, so I go to my book here, and as you can see for cavities, here it gives me some suggestions. So you can obviously just try with whatever you have. You can make a roller bottle with whatever you have. If you have all of it, usually I will just try them all together and just see how it goes. So it recommends clove, on guard, birch, wintergreen, helichrysum. I have all of those but birch. So I would probably just try about 5 drops of each and into a roller ball and see how it goes. You can also, if you just want to try it without making a roller ball first, you can just put get a little glass jar or cup or something and put like 1 drop of each with some coconut oil in there to dilute it, and then try it topically and just see how it works if you want to before you make a whole roller ball out of it. But for the most part, I just go off the recommendations with what I have and try like 5 drops of each-ish and then see how it goes. So that's how you can find recipes for certain ailments. And then like I was saying with my Feel and Fab blend that I'm going to make right here for you, I just chose ones that I love and that are some of my favorites for their aromatic benefits. Oh, someone's waiting to come in. Okay. Hi, Sarah. I'm sorry if you've been waiting long. I'm sorry. I was sharing my screen so I didn't see you in the waiting room there. But we're going to make my Feelin' Fabulous rollerball blend here. So I have the recipe if you want to take a picture of it. And all you're going to do to make the blend is you're going to take your rollerball, and they do have some, I don't have one with me, but they have little poppers that you can kind of pop the top off if you're having troubles with it. Or sometimes I even find if I use the bottle like this, it's super easy. So if you want to make this with me, you guys totally can. You can just leave ones out if you don't have some of these oils, if you want to try it. But I'm going to go ahead and make it for you. So first of all, I have 10 drops of Citrus Bliss. Let me show you right here. Can we see that? 10 drops of Citrus Bliss. And I find it's best if you just sort of tip it to the side like this and don't put it directly upside down. So I just tip it to the side like this and count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. About 10 there. About 5 drops of lime. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to skip copaiba for a second. Got 5 drops of lavender. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then black spruce. I love this one so much. If you don't have this one, you're going to have to put it on your wish list. It's so good. I just got a brand new one. 5 drops of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if you guys don't mind, I'm going to grab my copaiba real quick. All right, here's my copaiba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so all in all, we have 10 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. So 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 drops of oil, which is a great amount for an adult. And then I'm going to fill the rest with my carrier oil. So here's my coconut oil. And like I said, I love the squirty top. And you can see about how full it is, maybe, with just the oil that's like to right there. So we're just going to fill her up. the way, not quite all the way. You want to give it a little wiggle room so you can shake it up. So about that far. I don't know if you guys can see the inside of that very well. And then you're going to put your tip on like so. And ta-da! I've got my Fail Fab rollerball blend. All right, I'm going to stop sharing the screen. So hope you took a picture of that. Perfect. Okay, so I have my blend now, and the last thing we need to talk about is you need to, you don't need to, but if you want to label it so it looks cute, that's always fun. Like I was showing you with my earache blend, you can just put like the stickers on the side so you can remember what you put in there. Sometimes I will just write a little label, like for example, this is my warts blend, and I just wrote warts so I can remember what that one is for. And then you can also find lots of different stickers. Like for example, I have these stickers from Oil Life. This one says like uplift on it, just really cute sticker. And then also, I know some people love to make their own labels with like a Cricut machine. Or so if you have a friend that has a Cricut machine, you can pay them to make you a little sticker. Or lots of people on Etsy will sell things like this too. And yeah, that just looks really cute. So it comes out like a sticker, and then you put it on and you kind of like with like a card or something hard to get it to stick on, and then you peel it off, and then you've got your little label there. And then my last suggestion is that you can get a little label maker from pretty much anywhere, and you can make your own labels. I feel like they're not quite as cute, just saying, but I do have one that I really like. Here it is. I think I got this on Amazon. It's like a DYMO. Honestly, this doesn't work the best for these roller bottles. I feel like it just comes off super easy. But I like to use this to label all sorts of other things. So I don't know. That's the label maker that I have. Typically when I'm making stickers, I have a friend that has a Cricut machine, so I'll ask her to make me one. Or I will just buy some already made from places like Oil Life, like I was saying, or Etsy. So lots of cute options to label it and make a cute sticker. You can also even just write with a Sharpie. Like I could write on this one, I could write fabulous or something. So I remember what the blend is. So that's my suggestions. Do you guys have any questions before we end today's class about anything roller bottle related / topical use related? Not today, my friends.
I have a little suggestion.
Okay, let's hear it.
To my oils. I did the mistake when I was a newbie, and I've been using oil now for about 8 years, that I would make roller bottles and they smell terrible. So what I do is now I just will take 2 or 3 oils, or depending on what I want to do, just take the covers off and kind of just smell it like this. It's a good way just to make sure that you're not going to waste making a roller bottle, and just to make sure that you actually like the aroma of the blend. That's my
suggestion, Michelle. I love that. Yeah, and you could also just try it in the diffuser too, just to kind of see how they work together. Or just try a drop of each with some coconut oil on your skin and just kind of test it out. But yeah, great suggestion. I always recommend that too, to try it before you make a whole roller bottle, and then you're like, oh wait, I don't like this. Cool. All right, any other questions? Okay, and just a friendly reminder that doTERRA does have roller bottles already made, and they're really nice. For example, this is the touch line, and I put them in rainbow because I like rainbows. But these are really nice that you can buy once, and then you can just keep refilling them for forever. So I bought these once a long time ago, and then whenever it runs out, I will just fill it up with about 20 to 30 drops. For example, this is Breathe. So I put 20 to 30 drops of Breathe in here, and then the rest coconut oil, and I just keep reusing the roller bottles over and over again because I like how they're already labeled for me. But yeah, when you're making your own blends, it can be really fun to find other stickers and whatnot. So, but you can repurpose these roller bottles. Also, you can take the sticker off that doTERRA has on here. You can peel it off and then just put some lemon oil on it to get all the sticky off. And then you have an empty, plain roller bottle that you can use for whatever you want. But usually I find that I just leave the labels on, and we'll refill them as I go. Cool? All right, you guys, thanks for joining today's class. I hope you learned something new, and we'll catch you guys next week. So thank you so much. Oh, we have a message. Oh, just saying thanks. Okay. All right, thanks, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.